Welcome to Family Features, a podcast for anyone who wants to experience healthy relationships within their family. This is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I'm honored to come alongside you to encourage, educate, and equip you as we focus on the different relationships that make us family. Let's get started and focus on today's feature. Hey there, welcome to the Family Features podcast. My name is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I'm here with my daughter Mylie.
Hi.
And we are here to talk again about lies girls believe and the truth that
Sets Them
Free by Dana Gresh. So we are going to bring, Mylie brought another really important one to my attention, and we kind of talked through it. So we're going to actually do this on camera. And what is our family feature today? It is us. So as a parent, talking to our daughter, who's your age. How old are you?
10.
10. That's amazing. I can't believe.
By like a month.
Yep, I can't believe I've had you for 10 years.
In 1 month.
In 1 month. Okay, so the truth today is...
But if we can... hiding sin sets you up for failure.
Hiding sin sets you up for failure. That's a big one. That's a hard one, actually. Mm-hmm. And so, what's a memory or something you remember from this one about hiding sin sets you up for failure? You wrote some notes there.
Well...
Sometimes we do stuff
and lie about it. And because we fear the punishment, even though the punishment will be worse if the parents find out without you telling them.
Ooh, that's an important truth bomb. So if they find out that you lied, that's worse than if you fess up. Mm-hmm. That's important. That's really important. Yep. So we'll look at some examples of that here in a minute. But hiding sin sets you up for failure. So what kind of failure do you think happens besides getting in trouble, even more trouble with parents?
Bad habit?
Bad habits, yes. Yeah, you end up, when something sets in and we do it over and over, and especially when it's quiet and it's undercover, we tend to do it a lot more. It's really dangerous. So here's the interesting from the book. They said they asked 1,531 girls if they had any secrets about sin. More than half said they do have secrets about sin. And so then they asked them to explain what they meant. Some said they had a secret about their own sin.
Some said they had a sin that they did over and over.
Yeah, and that they had never talked to an adult to get help. And then some said what?
They knew someone else's sin and had never... they thought they should tell an adult, but they were afraid.
Yeah, they felt afraid.
Like maybe that they would lose their friendship.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly. Oftentimes we don't tell on someone else because we feel we're going to lose a friendship, or we're a tattletale, or the adult will get mad. Like all these different things that are very valid. They're not invalid fears. They're actually very valid. And so
what does
some
valid
of the
mean?
Valid means true. They're real. Like it's a normal way to think. You're not abnormal, if you will. Mm-hmm. So here are some of the ones that they had here.
Our family is abnormal.
Yes, our family is abnormal.
Like our sleep schedule.
Our sleep schedule, yes. Yeah, we tend to go to bed quite late.
And get up quite late.
Yep. So no one, this is a quote from one of the girls, no one needs to know about my sin in order for me to stop.
They think they can stop on their own, but that's saying you need someone else's help, like God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but can just you and God take care of it? Or does that tend to just lead to more sin?
I don't think it leads to more, but it's still hard to stop.
Doing the same sin over and over and over. Yeah. See, that's the thing is like when we just keep it to ourselves, God, the way that He designed us is He made us to need one another. That you need us and we need other people too. So we all need people that are investing in us and people we're investing in. Mm-hmm. We get the pleasure of investing in you guys because you're our kids. And then we also get to invest in friends and, through Scouts and AHG and our homeschool group and other groups like that. So all those kind of things together. So this other one, it's always right to keep a secret.
Nope.
But it feels right in the time when your friend says, don't tell anyone this, blah, 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 blah. It feels like you're betraying them if you tell.
Yeah.
Except if they're saying that they're suicidal or they're cutting or they're...
Cutting?
Cutting is when you self-harm. You take like something and you cut your skin. And what happens is it hurts, but you feel something. and it helps cover the pain of the emotional stuff you're dealing with. Some people do this because mom and dad are fighting all the time, or because their life is in a chaos, or they've got people calling them names. So it's a way to cover.
And that's kind of what you help.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
Yes, some of the counseling that I do, yeah. And there's another one. If I tell so-and-so, they might not like or love me anymore. It's just true.
If I tell them or tell on them.
Right. Or like if you had something that you were keeping secret and you told, like even your friend, well, what if they now don't ever speak to me again because they think I'm weird? So we have these normal parts of who we are that we need to know what to do with. So the truth nugget, you read that one from Proverbs 28:13.
People who conceal their sins will not prosper, but if they confess and turn from them, they will receive mercy. Proverbs 28:13.
Yes, and so people who conceal their sins will not prosper. That's a very strong statement. If you're hiding your sins, you will not prosper. But if they confess, and there's a second part.
And turn from them, they will receive mercy.
Yeah. So we've got to be able to not only confess, talk to someone we can trust, and hopefully, in the example in this, hopefully you can talk to your parents, but not every kid can talk to their parents. They're not a safe person, so they need to find someone else, a teacher, a coach, someone that cares.
Like if you have a parents who abuse.
Right.
You need to find like a friend that you're very close to their parent.
Right.
Like someone you're close to.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so like not too long ago, someone that we know told their youth pastor about something that they were struggling with. And their youth pastor, because they knew the parents, said, go talk to your parents. And so then this person went and talked to their parents. It was very good wisdom, but they ended up trusting their youth pastor, which is a very, very important role.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. And then really important here, you should tell your mom or your dad about any secrets that you wrote in the space on page 89. We're going to go back a couple of pages because this is Mylie's book. Uh-oh. So when we moved from another house to this house, we were cleaning up and getting ready to move. And we took the beds down and we're packing stuff up. And we are cleaning and deep cleaning. And I open up a vent. And inside the vent in Mylie's room was what?
Candy wrappers.
Candy wrappers? Say it louder.
Candy wrappers.
Because our little girl loves chocolate and loves candy, and she will find it in the house wherever it's at. It's crazy. So she wrote down here, stealing candy and lying about it. So, that's so crazy. When she was a baby, we would catch her, like Kelly would come home from McDonald's with the sweet tea. We'd catch her having grabbed it and gone and hidden under a table and just sucking away on that sweet tea.
There's a video that you have where I am like, I think I'm like on the table, or I think actually on the ground, and I'm pretty sure using my fingers and scooping out ice cream from the thing, and then I say, "Can I please have a bowl?"
You had a spoon and you had the ice cream. You're sitting in a chair in the dark at past midnight. You were like 2 or 3. It was adorable and crazy. Yes, it's on my Facebook page and Mom's as well. So crazy.
And in the video, you're like, "It looks like you're doing just fine without it."
Yep. So that's what's important about these kind of conversations. And so today we talked about this hiding sin sets you up for failure. We need to be really careful to protect ourselves from ourselves when it comes to that. But then we need to model that with our kids as we have conversations about things we could be hiding. Now, I don't go and confess my sins to my daughter. I have to be careful with that, actually. But there's certain things they need to know about us and our mistakes that help them grow as well. There's certain boundaries there, but there's also certain really important examples. I need to go to someone else.
Like your own parents.
Well, not at my age necessarily, but it would be other peers.
Like your pastor.
Or pastor. Very good. Yeah, and so that's an important thing for us to model us as parents, but also to talk about. Because sins, so especially secret sins, can really hurt a person, if not destroy them.
This is making me think of how we haven't gone to church lately.
It's been hard, hasn't it? Really been hard.
And also like how the last time we did go to church, I asked Pastor Mark about a question I had about Revelation.
I know, that's amazing the way your brain thinks. It's pretty neat. Yeah, this whole time is so weird the way it's messed up, the habits of church even, because now being out of the habit, it's going to be hard for a lot of people to get back in the habit. It's going to be easier just to stay home. So we have got a lot of stuff coming in terms of changing and growing. And that's always the case, because then as you grow up, each stage, you're different, we're different.
You'll have to get out of some habits and get into new ones.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Like, I'm going to be not going to CBS in a few years.
Right.
Because I'll be
Community
too old.
Bible study, yeah. Yeah, so when you don't have that anymore, that's going to be a change in pace. But you'll have other stuff, which is cool. So this is good. Hiding sin sets you up for failure. Let's not do that. It's very important. And hope they got something out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
And I look forward to talking to you in the next one.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Family Features Podcast. It has been an honor to serve. Find out more about Dr. Gilbert and his resources for you and your family's growth and success at healinglives.com. And if you think you could use some support along the way, be sure to book that call at bookdrg.com. And one more thing, if you found this helpful, please share this podcast with others so that we can change the world together.